we go to Kansas City. I think it was Kansas City, right? You beat Allen, who was the man at the time. Yeah. Then you fight Justin Gaethje, right? And now they tell you and Ilia Topuria, right? Ilia beats Alexander Volkanovski. It's you versus Ilia, and immediately it kind of turned into like chirping, right? It's like you don't want to fight. Ilia went on TV and said that you said you didn't want to fight him or you couldn't. Ilia went on TV and said that you couldn't take the fight at the Sphere.
I know, crazy. Huh?
Like, what was going on with that, man? Like, seriously, I was like, what is happening?
I was tripping out. At Sphere to fight at the 9th Island, brother? Come on, bro.
You were like, this
I'm
dude,
not gonna take it.
It was funny because you go, he's a liar.
This guy's lying, bro. People believe him. I'm like, bro, this guy's a liar. You know what is funny? He's saying that I didn't want to take the fight. I didn't want to fight, blah, blah, blah. But then when you have the president, to see, Dana White say, like, I don't think we got to force anybody on Max, to fight. So it's just, it's crazy, bro. I don't know where he gets his info on. I don't know if he's just kind of talking to himself in the mirror or what's going on, but it's insane.
Before that point to the ground thing with Justin Gaethje, after the fight, you and I were talking. You said for the first time, like he hit you, and you're like, "Wow, this dude hits hard."
Yeah,
bro, there was one punch that went like super close to your chin.
Oh yeah, bro.
Right, it was like super close to your chin. There's a lot of danger in doing that. Why do you do that?
I mean, Justin Gaethje. You're a great friend. You go golfing with him, and he's a stand-up guy, bro.
Yeah.
He didn't have to take the fight at 300. He didn't have to fight me. He had a title shot. He had a guaranteed title shot to whenever he was next, right? But he took that challenge. He took me and it was his belt. It was for his belt. So I was like, bro, this guy's a stand-up guy. If the roles was reversed, he'd give me the shot. So why not give it to him?
And you just start throwing punches.
Just throw it.
It was like the craziest knockout of all time. What did you do lately, though? Because you knocked out the Korean Zombie bad. You knocked out Justin bad. Before, you was just pitter-patter. When they offered me to fight with you, I was like, I'm beating this dude. He don't punch hard. I knew I was going to beat you because you didn't punch hard. But now I'm like, shit, he hit hard. Like, what did you do?
Brother, I think I just became a man. A lot of you guys saw me when I was like 20 years old coming up and, figuring it out. And now sitting down on my punches a little bit more, being 32, about to be 33. I think this is when you get your man strength, they said. So it should be fun. So
you and Ilia get the fight date. What do you make of him as a fighter when you first start to break him down, right? Because you're always watching. What do you make of him as a fighter? First and foremost, because it doesn't matter how you feel about him personally and all this other stuff, right? At the end of the day, it's about the fight. Yeah. What do you think of Ilia Topuria, the fighter?
He's good, bro. He's good. The thing that people forget, that they bring him in the UFC as a grappler and a wrestler. Mm-hmm. And he is very good with finishes and submissions and whatever, And now he's in the UFC, he's knocking out guys. So he's good, bro. He's good everywhere. His boxing is clean. His jiu-jitsu, his wrestling is very good. I think he's the black belt in jiu-jitsu somewhat. So I think as a fighter, he's a beast.
Yeah. When you guys go back and forth, the world goes, well, Max Holloway's acting different. Shit. The other day on Channel 9's show, we discussed whether or not Ilia Topuria is making you approach this fight different than you have in most cases. Because it seems like you're more emotional. Are you more emotional? Because when we spoke a couple weeks ago, you seemed fine to me. In terms of that's what I told Chael. I was like, he was no different whenever we spoke on the phone.
I mean, it is what it is. It's the way that social media is going to twist and turn And then when they see someone talking, they're going to take it the way they think and how they feel. So at the end of the day, I don't feel it, the dude is just being rude. So, I mean, if someone's talking when you're talking, you want to tell them, be quiet or whatever, So, yeah, in the face-off thing, the dude is just, not letting me talk a lot of the times. And I was just blown away. And then he touched himself on live TV.
Touched himself?
Brother, he, did something with his balls, and he grabbed it, and from when lucky they zoom in on it, right? So it's only our faces. But from when I'm watching the interview, there's his whole body, and he does that, and I was tripped out. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Why is he mad at you?
I have no idea, bro. He's he attacks me not fighting. He attacks my looks. He talks about my nose. I'm like, bro, it's not a beauty contest. What is going on?
Well, he got that turtleneck underneath that jacket, though. He can dress. He dressed nice. I wonder if you're going to wear a sweatsuit like that today. You could have dressed up for me.
Bro, why?
I want you to look like
I
want you to look like you look in that one outfit that you was training in practice with.
Which one?
It was green with some pink. Where mine at? I want a jumpsuit like that.
You want a jumpsuit?
I want that one. That one you was training in is kind of like it's like gray, and it got lines all over it, and it's pink.
Yeah.
Man, I want some of that bad.
I'll give
you give me some of that. I'm gonna start training again.
Okay, bad.
That's your stuff.
Yeah.
Your own brand?
No, it's Sandoval. Sandoval got you.
Hook me up, dog.
Yeah, we got you.
You promise?
Yeah, I got you.
You promise?
Promise.
I'm gonna look like you in there. Can I box better with him?
Probably.
Because you look good on the. So when you watch him, he hitting the bag. There's a very unique style, right?
Yeah.
Everything is power. Everything is power. Yours, you're touching, then you like bomb, then you touch, and then you hit something that's hard. When you watch a guy work the bag like that, it seems as though his intention is just to knock you out, right? It don't look like he's just setting up his shots. When I watch you, you might throw 15 shots, kind of touching him, and then you sit on one.
Yes, sir.
Touch him, and then you, boom, hit him with the left hook. When you watch him hit the bag, like, like, man, this dude is literally going to just try to knock me out. Does that make you excited, or it makes him even more dangerous?
I mean, we get to see, right? It's a bag.
But dude, still, like Mike Tyson hit the bag, you're like, yo, he trying to knock this dude out.
Yeah, for sure, but Mike Tyson, the difference between him and, not really the difference, is like you still got to land the punch on a human being. So at the end of the day, it's great, There's different bag drills that people don't understand, Like a lot of people keep talking about bag drills, this, my bag drills, his bag drills. I'm like, bro, we do different bag drills. This is what it is.
But it's very unique, the style, right?
Yeah.
You could tell in the style of the way you fight.
100%. 100%.
What did you make of him and Volk's fight in Anaheim?
I mean, I think so. We all can agree. I thought Volk was doing great until he didn't. Like, he was doing good. He's touching him up. He's a little bloody. He landed some. And then that little 20, 30 seconds of moving back, he capitalized, and he landed his shots. So
when you guys when you got here in 2020, Volk was already the man.
Yeah.
Max Holloway was already the man.
Yeah.
You come in here and you become a UFC fighter. You're clearly looking at the top and seeing these guys rule the top of the division. But when you get here, you never seem to get overwhelmed by the moment. I mean, honestly, I was the champion and I saw Anderson Silva and I was fighting him. And I was like, fuck, that's Anderson Silva. Like in the octagon, because I remember him kicking Forrest Griffin in the face. And I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm about to fight Anderson Silva. Yeah. Do you ever get those moments? Like, I've been there 4 years and I'm already fighting Alexander Volkanovski for the belt?
Yeah, of course. I have that same kind of feelings. I'm fighting Volk. I'm fighting Max Holloway. I have been following their careers since I started with the sport. So it's something amazing. But let me ask you something. When you fought with Anderson Silva, you were like, I'm fighting Anderson Silva. But
and then they said fight. It didn't matter who he was.
Exactly. But at the same time, you had the feeling that I'm better than him. I'm going to beat him.
Yeah,
I'm going to do that. He has a big name. He's a legend. All the respect to Anderson Silva. But once the octagon is closed, you can't even put my brother there. We are fighting for our dreams,
Yeah.
Outside the octagon, all the best, brother. What you need, I will be there for you.
What did that feeling feel like? What did that moment feel like when you beat Volkanovski? He goes down and they wrap that belt around your waist. Because dude, I always say to people, it's impossible to become UFC champion. It's almost impossible because it's so hard to be the best at this.
Yeah.
What did it feel like when they wrapped that belt around you?
Wow, it's something amazing, Daniel. It's something that I can't describe with a simple words. When you have a dream since you are a kid and you are able to achieve, and you look up and you see yourself in the screen, and Dana is putting you the belt around. I visualized that moment so many times. Look at myself in the mirror after the shower or something, like closing the eyes and visualizing all that things. And then see it in reality, it's something that you can't describe with a simple.
You don't sleep. It's impossible to sleep.
It's impossible.
Like once you're done, it's impossible to sleep. Yeah. It's like the best meal. Afterwards, you eat. It's the best meal. Kiss your woman. The best kiss ever. Like, isn't it it's the best?
The best feeling in the world.
Yeah.
Everyone has to experience that feeling.
But they don't though. They don't get to. Wow. It's reserved for us.
Yeah.
It's reserved for only the few, the less than 1%.
Only for the champions, only for the people who really are
special.
Special, yeah.
they say it's Max Holloway next. When we spoke in Anaheim, you said, I ain't fighting Max. I'm not fighting Yair. I ain't fighting any of these dudes because what changed? Was that fight at 300 enough to make you go, I want to fight him?
Exactly, because before that, I was like, he doesn't deserve the title shot. He fought with a guy that I just knocked out in 7 minutes. He lost 3 times. I don't have anything to prove with him. But after he's knocked out in UFC 300 and how the fight was going, like, I'm like, we have a clear challenger. He deserves that title fight.
So he gets a title fight, and then it's kind of been like not great between you two since, and that's kind of unexpected. I didn't expect you guys to kind of be back and forth at each other as much as you have. Why? Why has it been like that?
Because we were supposed to fight in the Sphere, first of all.
He said you were lying about that. When you guys were on that interview, he goes, this dude's lying. He said it wasn't true.
So maybe you have to sit down with Dana and with Hunter.
Yeah.
Because this is the information I get from their side. They told me, no, he's asking to fight with Michael Chandler. He wants to stay at 155. I'm like, bro, what's going on with you? You're gonna fight for a world title. You don't have this kind of opportunities every day. So I'm like, he's a pussy. Yeah.
You can't possibly believe that, Ilia.
Yeah, I don't know. At the same time, it's like Max Holloway, he doesn't want to fight. It's hard to believe in something like that, you know? And yeah, finally he accepted the fight. And yeah, we have the fight Saturday night.
We don't have much time because the last guy fucking talked 30 minutes. Who is this guy, man? Who is this guy? He talked 30 minutes. I want to beat the fucking door. Like, hey, hurry up, man. I want to talk to the champ.
We can sit here. How much do you want?
But listen, champ. You guys are fighting. You are sure you're going to knock him out. Where does that confidence come from?
Because I know what I'm able to do inside that octagon. I know about my power, my skills, my technique, my fight IQ. He's been saying that I don't have fight IQ. Come on, I'm the world champion. You're the challenger. You have 7 professional defeats. I have 0. What fight IQ did you show in your defeats? So I always find a way to win, and you don't. So that means that I have more fight IQ than you, and I'm gonna prove it once again. He's good striker, but he's not good in wrestling. He's not good in the ground. Walk has been saying, no, if he's going to try to take him down, he's going to stand up quickly. Bro, this is the only thing you know to do in wrestling. Yeah, like, he has a great chin. I don't want never, ever the people to know me as the greatest chin in the UFC. That means that I take a lot.
Hit too much.
Too much. I don't want that. I don't want the greatest fight in the UFC history because that means that I have
It was competitive.
It was very competitive. I want to dominate people. I want to maul people, and this is what I'm gonna do with Max. So I'm gonna make him look easy.
That's
Trust
exactly.
me, if he stays in the middle of the octagon in the first 10 seconds of the fight, you're gonna see the fastest knockout in the UFC history because I know how good I am inside that octagon. I'm the best. Trust me, I'm the best. And I work really, really hard to have this kind of confidence and to be able to say this.
What up, guys? UFC 308 is this weekend. Max Holloway challenges Ilia Topuria for the UFC Featherweight Championship. And once again, your boys teaming up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a fantastic offer. Bet only $5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you use my promo code DCTV. This is the best fight on the UFC calendar. You have 2 of the best featherweights of all time. And you have a guy, Max Holloway, looking to become a champion for multiple occasions. Ilia Topuria says, no, not so fast, my friend. Get your friends. Tell them sign up. Tell them use that promo code DCTV. Bet only $5 or more and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Guys, the DraftKings Sportsbook is there to make your fight night experience even better at the DraftKings Sportsbook, where the crown is yours.
Well, I don't care about whenever I get my belt, the people are gonna say he is the champ.
How do you see this fight going down this weekend?
Win the fight, go in, take a victory. Doesn't matter how.
So when you fought Kamaru Usman, it seemed as though in the 3rd round you started to fatigue a little bit. Do you have to kind of get off the gas earlier? Do you have to be a little more patient in your approach? Because before, that blitz that you had, was just getting guys out of there. But then as you raise in competition, Usman now, Whittaker, those guys are tough enough, have seen enough to where they might still be there in the end. Do you have to start a little slower this weekend against another former champion?
No, I'm gonna be myself, man. It's just gonna go and fight with this guy, man. So if he run away, I'm gonna run after him. If we're gonna fight, I'm gonna fight. So that's it. So it's gonna be Khamzat Chimaev there.
What'd you learn about yourself in that Usman fight? Third round, tired, former champion. Like, what did you learn there?
I don't think, man. All the fights, man, I learn a lot of different things, different fighters, different. Of course, Usman is he's one of the best guys who could I fight, you know. So it was good, but Usman was tired as well, man.
Yeah, he was.
Not me.
Bold, yeah.
Man, yeah. I prepared.
It's natural.
Yeah, but I'm preparing fight for the guy who is don't know how to defend the takedowns, and you go with one of the best wrestlers in the UFC, you know. So that's the difference, you know. So, and of course you're gonna get tired. Usman was tired. I was tired. Yeah, it's normal. The
champ is Dricus du Plessis. What do you make of him? Because I got to be honest, man. Like, at first I thought he wasn't very good, but clearly he's good, right? Because he beats everybody, and then he goes and finishes Adesanya. Like, what do you make of Dricus du Plessis? Especially seeing that he submitted Izzy. I've never seen him submit anybody.
Yeah, but Izzy is going down slowly. I don't think so. He's that motivated like before.
You don't think so?
I don't think so, but Izzy is better fighter than du Plessis, I think.
You think Izzy's better than Dricus?
Yeah,
but they fought.
Like, they fought, but like a fighter, I mean, but then you have how much you're hungry, how much you want. These things as well. You can be a bad fighter and you could be, some guy can beat you up 4 rounds and last round because of your heart, you win the fight, you know. So that's that thing he don't have anymore, I think, but he is a good fighter. He's not bad fighter. I think he's much better than du Plessis. But du Plessis wants more. Yeah, now he wants to be a champ. He wants to stay there. That's why he took the belt, win the fight.
Du Plessis big. He can wrestle. Bo Nickel also talks like you two are gonna fight. Like what you start to get shots at everybody. Everybody's coming after you.
Yeah, everyone talks like, you know, it's wrestling, it's MMA wrestling, and like we talked about before, MMA wrestling, freestyle wrestling is big different.
Somebody asked me that yesterday. Who would win in a wrestling match between Khamzat Chimaev and Bo Nickel? I said in a wrestling match, wrestling shoes on the line, Bo Nickel. But in MMA, all of your experience, you'd be able to out-wrestle him.
Yeah, much easier would be the cage. I could take him down easily, submit the guy. So I know the guy good in wrestling. He'd be national champ or something like that. So this is not wrestling, man.
Yeah.
You get the punch on the ground. You get submitted on the ground, and I'm complete wrestler for MMA, not like just taking single leg, double leg. You know?
Yeah.
So
now you're fighting Khamzat Chimaev. Like, me and your pops were talking outside. He goes, he's due for an easy one. I go, they don't get no easier ones. They get no easier. Because he beat Chimaev, now you're fighting for the belt again.
Yeah, it's this is what I do. This is what I sign up for. This is my duty to my family. And this is how I put bread on the table. And I take that role very responsibly.
So when you look at Chimaev, right, he was going through these dudes like crazy, right? Mm-hmm. He gets to Usman, though, and it was much more difficult because now, right, no disrespect to Lee, no disrespect to these first dudes he should have beat like that on Fight Island, right? Because they're just not very good. Mearshart, he knocked him out. I was a bit surprised. When he gets to Usman, right, world-class fighter, what did you see in him in that fight opposed to what you saw prior?
I think it's just, what did I see?
Good things that impressed you or things that you might have went, okay.
Well, I think the first thing is, like, you need to respect his skill level. Like, he's pushing a game plan on a world-class fighter, on a former champion level fighter.
And attacked him the same way.
That deserves respect. Like, everyone knows he was going to wrestle, he still did it.
Yeah.
Okay? That deserves respect, and I respect it, and that's why I've trained my heart out for the last 20 weeks.
Yeah.
Really, right? But also, I saw that Usman, on a week's notice, started catching up.
Yes, he did.
In the third round, he started catching up.
And you got 5 rounds.
And I got 5 rounds, and I think I'm better than Usman.
Yeah, bigger for sure. Usman, remember, Usman's still fighting at welterweight. You're middleweight now.
I've had 20 weeks to prepare for this guy.
Yeah. had time to get ready.
Yeah.
So is it a matter of extending the fight, though? Is it like, can you go through him early, or do you have to make him fight longer? Because, again, in the first round of that fight, he was still hell on wheels for even Kamaru Usman.
I'm going to come at him from the first second to the last. I'm taking the fight to him the entire time. That's how I win.
Yeah. You've been training a lot of wrestling in preparation for this. I saw a video of you getting after it. How have you enjoyed being back on that type of grind, knowing what type of fight you got in front of you?
Mate, my back is sore.
Dude, so that's the worst. Raquel Pennington told me that. She goes, I hate wrestling. My back and my neck are so sore from doing so much wrestling. Like, but did you enjoy it, getting back to that?
You know what I enjoy? It makes me strong.
Yeah,
like, I feel strong.
Here, too.
Always, yeah. Like, I feel strong. And then, like, when you're in those deep rounds, you know you just go, like, I'm going to kill you. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, it brings something out of you.
It does. Like, it makes you stronger mentally, because if you can get through that wrestling workout like that, especially consistently, you know that you can get through a fight. Chimaev says he does respect you, right? And he's been saying it publicly. But he doesn't believe that even though you're doing this, and you've done this for a really long time, to the point that you put a singlet on and went and wrestled actual tournaments, he just does not feel like you can compete with him in that way. He's going to be able to implement that game plan on you. Like, to that, what do you say?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
All right. Like, this is a fight. Yeah, we'll find out. I've done everything. If he's that good, then I'll find out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to find out. And I'm excited for the test. I'm excited to put myself up against someone that believes that. Because I've beaten a lot of people that think they were better than me. You know? And, like, every fight, every hardship, every trial makes me better. And this is just another one.
So before I let him go, he said he'll keep fighting guys, and then there'll be nowhere to run, right? If he gets through this fight on Saturday, and I walk up to him with that microphone, right, after the fight, in English, could he say, Pereira, stop running? Because then that would get him a title fight.
Смотри,
if he could say that in English, look at that camera and say that in English, that would get him a title fight.
Смотри, ты говоришь, что ты сейчас, допустим, побеждаешь в субботу. После этого, если чемпион убегает, ты победишь следующего, и следующего. Чемпион уже некуда будет убегать, ты выигрываешь. Так, если я прихожу в клетку в субботу с микрофоном, подхожу к тебе, по-английски можешь ли ты сказать: Алекс, перестань от меня убегать. Все, ты и я. Вот можешь в камеру посмотреть и сказать это сейчас?
Конечно. Как это надо было сказать?
Stop running away. Alex, stop running away.
Stop running away, да?
Yeah, like this. Alex, stop running away. Alex, stop running away. Say that all together.
Вместе скажи.
Alex, stop running away.
Oh my God. Oh, it gave me chills. That gave me chills.